In this video tutorial, we will learn about how to perform a CFD analysis on a heat and mass exchanger and to analyze the output results. So first of all, click on Model Wizard, then 3D. Now we have to select the physics. We will select the heat transfer in solids and fluids. In the heat transfer option, we can find heat transfer in solids and fluids. After clicking on the module, click on Add. Now the heat transfer in solids and fluids physics is added. Then click on Study and select the study. We will select stationary and then click on Done. Now the physics is added. This interface of COMSOL Multiphysics software will appear. This CAD model is designed in the COMSOL Multiphysics, which contains two channels, dry channel and wet channel. In wet channel, this is wet channel. In the wet channel, water flows, and in the dry channel, air flows. This is the inlet of air and this is the inlet of water. Between them there is a thin material which is polypropylene, whose thermal conductivity is high, which is used to transfer heat from cold water to hot air. In the material section you can see I have added air. Air flows from wet channel and air flows from dry channel and water flows from wet channel. And this is the polypropylene material, the thin material between the both channels, which is used to transfer heat. The channels are made by a acrylic plastic material using some binding material. These are the acrylic plastic. Now in the boundary conditions, I have applied the boundary conditions to the inlet airflow. Inflow air, the temperature is 321 Kelvin and pressure is 1 atm. You can see this is the inlet of air. The hot air will enter from this area and this is the outlet of air. Because the flow of air is laminar, so I have added laminar flow for air. These are the values of inlet air. Average velocity is 6.5 meter per second, and outlet air will the results of outlet air will be calculated by COMSOL Multiphysics software. And the flow of water is turbulent, so I have also added the turbulent flow. The turbulent flow boundary conditions can be seen from here. The inlet water boundary conditions are mass flow rate is 0.5 kg per second and turbulence length scale, reference velocity scale, these are the values automatically set by COMSOL Multiphysics. And also the outlet water results will be calculated by the software after performing the simulation. So here I have added the non-isothermal flow in the multiphysics section, and meshing is also done. You can see a very fine mesh is generated, so the results are quite accurate. In the study section we have added stationary study and solver configuration. These are the required output which I have to obtain from numerical analysis from the COMSOL Multiphysics. When I click on the temperature, the software perform the numerical analysis, and we will get the output results of temperature contour. You can see this band. uh, the white portion indicates that the air temperature at that area is 320 Kelvin. This is the inlet area, and this area is the output area, the outlet of air. And we can see that these are the yellow points which indicate that the values of temperature are about 306 Kelvin or 307 Kelvin. The isosurface contour will clearly show the variation of temperature in the airflow. You can see when air enters the wet dry channel, its temperature is about 319 Kelvin, and when air leaves the outlet of the heat and mass exchanger after exchanging heat with the cold water, its temperature decreases, and it is about 302 Kelvin to 306 Kelvin, between this range. When I click on the velocity, the software will continue to perform numerical analysis and to find out the values of outlet velocity of the air. From the velocity contour, we can see that there is no much change in the velocity of air as well as the velocity of water as well. You can see the red lines indicating the velocity of air and the blue lines indicating the velocity of water. When I performed the analysis for calculating the pressure values, the software indicated the contour here. You can see at the inlet of the heat and mass exchanger, the value of pressure is high, which is about 43.93 Pascal to 47.2 Pascal, and at the center its value is about 24.33 Pascal to 27.6 Pascal, and at the outlet the value of pressure is about about minus 5.08 Pascal to 1.6 Pascal. Between them, you can relate these colors to the contour band to find out the values of pressure. We can also download the complete report, which is automatically generated by the COMSOL Multiphysics after performing the numerical analysis. So for doing that, click on report and you can generate report. We can also preview report. I will select on preview all. The software will take some time to generate a comprehensive report of the completed simulation. The software has now automatically generated the complete simulation report after performing the numerical analysis. You can see the table of contents are here. In this report, there is a complete information about the whole simulation process, from the information about CAD model specification, dimensions, meshing, boundary conditions, and the output results. We can see the boundary conditions. This is our CAD model generated in COMSOL Multiphysics. These are the dimensions. These are the applied materials. And also we get graphs, different types of graphs. This is polypropylene sheet. Now these are the ambient boundary conditions, physics model used in the simulation. These are the equations which are running on the background of the software to perform numerical analysis. We can use all of these data, the background running equations and boundary conditions, graphs, output results, to write our research paper if we have performed a simulation related to research projects. These are the boundary conditions for laminar flow, the background equations running to perform numerical analysis for laminar flow. These are the fluid properties and these are the background running equations. These are the boundary conditions at inlet and the background equations used to perform the analysis at the inlet of the heat and mass exchanger. Similarly, at the outlet of the dry channel and the background equations to perform the numerical analysis. Symmetry, the equations used at symmetry, heat transfer in solids and fluids module, background running equations, solid part, background running equation on solid parts, heat conduction in solids. This is the fluid area, the equations used to perform the numerical analysis in fluids, initial values, inflow water, the background equations on inflow water, outflow water. Similarly, turbulent flow, because the flow of water in the wet channel is turbulent flow, while the flow of air in the dry channel is laminar flow. So these are the background equations used to perform numerical analysis in the water flow. These are quite complex equations. We cannot perform the analysis by hand because there is chances of errors. So these results, the output results can be easily achieved using any simulation software. This is the information about mesh element quality and mesh type and other things. The size of meshing can be found in this table. The meshing at different parts, edges and surfaces can be found here. These are the iterations. We can also find our achieved results in the report. These are the results of temperature, isothermal contour, velocity contour, pressure contour. We can extract all of this data and we can write our conference paper or research paper if this our simulation is related to any research project. So this is all about CFD analysis of a heat and mass exchanger. If you find this video helpful, then please subscribe my channel and like the video.